Hello, I'm back again. This time I'm going to talk about my barbel rig. I've been asked over the last couple of months what rig I use for my fishing, and since I put up the barbel death rig video, a lot of people have asked what is a safe barbel rig to use. So I'm going to run through the importance of the safety of a barbel rig, what I use for 99% of my fishing on rivers like the Y and the Severn, and I'll run through the components and the tackle that I use and why I use that. Okay, it's a very simple, like most of my fishing, everything is very straightforward and very simple. It's a simple running feeder rig. So let's look at it in a bit more detail and explain the safety aspects of it as well. So first of all, starting with the main line, it's 12 pounds main line. Even in the summer, all year round, I'll use 12 pound main line. It's important to get the fish in as soon as possible. You don't want to be using particularly light gear. Barbel live in rivers that have got lots of obstructions, weed, boulders. You really don't want the barbel dictating the fight. You want to be getting those fish out as quickly as possible for the safety of the barbel. Okay, now we've got a snap link there. That is so you can change the feeder. If you move swims during a session, you might be fishing a deeper section of water. You might then have to fish a slightly shallower section of water or a faster pace. So you might want to change the size of the feeder and the weight of the feeder, and that's the easiest way to do it. You might even want to just put less feed in, so you want to use a smaller feeder. So a snap link swivel, that goes on the main line. That comes down to a buffer bead, and your buffer bead there comes down to the swivel. This knot for the main line is a Palomar knot, extremely strong knot, and I want that to be the strongest part of the rig. The buffer bead is there, goes over the swivel, and that protects the knot when the feeder comes down the line when you're playing a fish. So that protects the knot and it keeps everything nice and neat. The hook link, 10 pounds fluorocarbon. I only ever use fluorocarbon now. It's far superior in my opinion to braid, far more abrasion resistant, and that is simply loop to loop on to the swivel. Again, the hook link is lighter than the main line, and this happened to me during the week. If this hook link gets caught up, the hook gets caught up in something, a log, weed, I had to pull for a break. I had no choice. The main line, the hook link snapped, main line stayed intact, and I got all of this back. So there's no weight feeder sitting out in the river, and that's the main reason for using a lighter hook link to your main line. Safety issue, you want to get the rig back. On there is anti-tangle sleeve. You'll notice when the rig is held up, it just kicks the main line away from the feeder, makes it less prone to tangling. 18 inches of fluorocarbon, that's all you need. I've experimented with longer hook links, they've done me no favours. I've noticed no difference at all. When I'm fishing a snaggy swim, that's a nice strong wide gape hook. I always use a wide gape for the barbel, preferably a beak point to stop the hook being blunt so quickly. And that's one of my favourite hook baits, the lunch and meat dumbbell. So it's really very, very straightforward running rig on the line, buffer bead under a swivel, Palomar knot. You've got your anti-tangle sleeve, 10 pound hook link, 18 inches, a perfect length. The records, River Severn record barbel caught on 18 inches of hook link. You don't need to have massive long hook links. I've used this in 12 foot of water. I've also used it in 18 inches of water, 18 inch hook link, and still caught. It hasn't spooked the barbel. So there it is, a very safe, very effective rig. The reason why it's safe is if the main line snaps, the feeder comes off, and they're not dragging a feeder around, which can get caught up into the weed or the rocks and any more debris. which means if that gets caught up, the fish is then tethered to that and it can't move, can't feed, can't do anything. So that comes off, and all it's got is a hook link, which hopefully you'll be able to shed the hook as quickly as possible. There it is, a very simple, very straightforward, very effective, very safe barbel running rig for any river. If you're fishing a bigger river, you might want to up the size of the feeder or the main line or the hook link if it's particularly snaggy or particularly heavy flow. But for the Y and the 7 rivers like that, this is a perfect rig for catching barbel. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.